Hi friends, this is Navdeep and welcome to my channel Indian Tech Studio. So in this video we are going to take the look at the accessories supplied in box and set up camera for initial use. So let's begin. First up we have this remote control for the camera. For this remote control you don't need to do anything, it just works by itself. It has some batteries inside. I have not opened it, so you can just put it around your wrist like a watch. I will just show you. So it's a simple velcro strap, so just pull it around and you are good to go. This white button is for the video and the red one is for taking pictures, so you can take a selfie or something like this. Then we have these base which have a glued pad with them, adhesive pads, and these are of two types. One is with the screw, so this one you can directly mount on a tripod, and this one is without the screws. So this one you can make fast with the use of these straps. So here we have one strap. I will just show you. So this is pretty simple. Just pass it through the loop, then pass it through the clip of the strap, then close the clip and you are good to go. So stays in place pretty nicely. Then we have these two pieces of velcro strap also, so you can use them as per your convenience. You can use them to secure your camera on many different places, on bikes or motorbikes, anywhere, to your backpack. Then we have these cable ties, plastic cable ties. So these are actually one time use only, so these are also pretty simple to use. So you have to just pass the end from the other end, and you have to make sure that the textured end should stay inside, so it will lock in place. And this one, once you use, you cannot open it again, you have to cut it. Then there is one wire also supplied with loops on the both end, so this is much more secure. You can, with the use of the cable ties, you can use this also. So then let's again take a look at this base, how to use it. So with this base we have 2-3 types of clips, you can say. So this basically goes inside like this. The open end will pass through first. So this is a means quick swapping, so these bases you can fix one in the car or one in your helmet or somewhere, and you can keep changing the camera from one place to the another. So this is nice. So then we have a few more clips also. So like this one is actually used to change the direction of the clip. For example, this is one for the bike. You can secure this one on the handlebar, but if you secure on the handlebar, you will see the direction of the camera will stay the sidewards. So you can use this clip like this, and now if you see, the direction of the camera will change, so it will come in the forward side or it will become straight. So I am not tightening fully, just to demonstrate I am putting this in place. So like this it will stay. So I will just actually show you and put in the place. So these clips are of actually decent plastic quality. I cannot comment on their durability. Looks like they are gonna work for some time, but they are not actually going to last very long. So anyhow, So this one is like giving you a extra flexible, so you can put this in place. You can change the angle, then again you can put the direction changing clip, and you can use them as per your convenience. You can set up the camera as you wish. So these are pretty good. Then this one is actually pretty useful because this one has a curve to it, so the camera can swivel to quite a lot of angles without changing so many clips. And this one is for the you can use for the tripod, or you can attach like this. So simple stuff, nothing special here. So this set does not contain the clips for the helmet or for the vest. If you want to keep the camera on your vest. Then in last we have extra adhesive pads. If these wear out, you can use these, replace them. And then we have this fiber cloth also to keep the camera lens clean. So pretty standard stuff. Then okay, then now let's take a look at the camera. So okay, I forgot to show you one thing. So if you see the water casing, water resistant casing, this is fully enclosed, so it is water resistant. So and you see I have another back plate in my hand, which is ventilated. So this is you can use when you have like light rain or something, you are not actually going underwater, so the camera will stay ventilated, so the heat will also dissipate, and there will be no condensation or fogging because of the temperature inside and outside of the case body. So okay, then now let's set up the camera. So to take out camera, you must pull this clip up, then backwards, and open it nicely. And this is pretty tightly secured, nice casing actually. So camera, as you can see, is pretty small. So first up we have to insert the battery. So just remove the battery cover by pulling it backwards, then upwards. Then match the pins on the battery to the pins inside the camera. Then carefully insert the battery and put the battery cover back. Now we have to insert SD card. So for this SD card, class 10 or above is recommended by the company to get good results because it has better read and write speeds. So this SD card installation is pretty simple. You just have to keep in mind the printed side you should keep towards the screen like this, so you don't get confused, because there is a marking on the camera but it's little bit confusing. So just keep in mind the printed side will come on the side of the screen. And if you have big nails, then it is okay. Otherwise, if you have hands like me, you can use some pick or something to press it all the way inside, and you will hear a click. And up front we have information screen, then we have a power button. On top we have camera shutter button, you can use for capturing video and pictures. Then on the side we have a manual button for operation of the screen. Of course you can use touch screen also, but these are useful when using with the case. So and I want to tell you that SD card is actually not hot swappable, so you must power off every time you want to remove or insert the SD card. So when you first boot up, it will show that your SD card format is not supported, so you must format and it will format the SD card pretty quickly, and you are good to go. So pardon me for because this very tiny screen, so camera is losing its focus again and again. So as you can see here, we have a timer showing now. The video quality I have selected right now is QHD, and you can change it by going in the settings. You can go from 720p to 4K. Max is 4K 30 frames per second, and if you select that, you will see the timing will change, and now it's showing like 2 hours 34 minutes. So that is the how much recording you can do in 64 gigabytes SD card. Then you have different modes, slowly, loop, hyperlapse, then photo, auto, then burst shot, and timer. So you can check it out in the settings. So these are basic settings. You can dive deep also, and you can find many more useful settings. So this one will keeps on locking as it is in power saving mode. So actually you can change the white balance and many other things in the manual settings, otherwise you can stay on auto. This is a actually pretty responsive touchscreen, so not so much to worry about here, and but as this is very tiny screen, my camera is losing focus again and again. So you can control pretty things here. You can remove the watermark of the time and date, or you can keep it as per your preference. Then this one has a Wi-Fi setup also. Your camera can create Wi-Fi, and you can connect it to your smartphone with the Cam King Pro app. It is available both on Google Play and Apple Store, and you can control the camera from your smartphone, and also you can transfer the data to your smartphone through this Wi-Fi connection. So now I have made a small video, and the play button will show on the side, and you can review your videos or pictures on camera. So this was the initial setup of the camera. So this should get you going, and regarding the Wi-Fi connection, I need to make another video because then video will be going to be very long, and nobody is happy to watch long videos. So this is it, guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and do leave your valuable feedback in the comment section. Good or bad, they are all helpful to me. So that's it. So next video I will bring you the video samples I will be shooting through my dash cam, and also during my bike sessions. So see you later. Take care. Bye. Thanks for watching the video again. Thank you. See you in next.